What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4. We are about to declare war as soon as we can, most likely going to be on either Berlin or, of course, Romania. Is it even still possible? 18th of November, 1944, that's actually going to be exactly when we're going to declare war. Is it possible to even produce more refineries whenever possible? I think more than anything we need these radar factories at the top. Anything that's almost completed, we will move up. You can see here that most of these have almost been finished. You can move to the top. Everything else is being repaired. Let us also produce more oil, because we are desperately drinking it up. And once again, I really don't want to get invaded. So maybe not here. I don't want to get bombed either, and that's going to be a big priority. Okay, so once again, we are down 310 oil. When we have 150 political power, we should be good to go. We are gaining one every day. Down negative 76,000 infantry equipment, and it looks like we're still losing some every day that goes by. Going into our production map mode. Do we really need... We really need more infantry equipment. And I believe we have 2 lines of it. And I was correct. Because I could have swore I just saw it. Maybe I did not. I guess we only have 1 line of infantry equipment. And it looks like the production efficiency is rather low. Most likely because we just improved whatever it was. You need to become infantry equipment. You need to move to the top. And we really need oil for the rest of you. So you can move to the bottom. And you can move to the bottom. We're producing about 4.77 fighters every day, unlocking our rocket engines. Now we should be able to unlock jet engines in the year 1944. We are getting quite close to atomic bombs. But I'm hoping we won't need to research those. Unassigned divisions, once again, all 3 of you can move into garrison duty. And also, looking at our research, we obviously want the excavation, but I don't think we're going to be doing any more excavating very soon. After we finish up excavation, we are most likely going to be moving into infantry, unlocking some support equipment, and possibly unlocking some better reconnaissance, maybe some better maintenance, whatever we can to improve our functionality. Looks like we also are getting very close to be unlocking our final modern tank. Our artillery can also be improved. We are 2 years behind schedule. What about our land doctrines are still being worked on. We have quite a bit of, area to cover. Okay, a lot of low supplies. Let us go ahead and produce a little bit of infrastructure. I don't even know if I want to waste my time. I don't think I do. And I can pretty much guarantee you, as soon as we have the ability, we are going to be declaring war. Excavation has been completed. Now we most likely are going to be wanting to upgrade reconnaissance. And possibly engineering. Let's go with reconnaissance for now. And I believe Bulgaria is part of the Allies. No, they are not. Republic of Bulgaria has a Lend-Lease policy. as soon as I declare war, you know, there is going to be a massive, massive bloody battle. Low manpower, once again, I know. I think I'm going to speed up the clock just a little bit more. I believe the clock was the 18th of November. So about 4 more months until absolute carnage, no matter where we go. All of these garrison MPs probably need to garrison the rest of the coastline. Is it possible, instead of garrisoning, I don't think we're going to see any paratroopers. Let us garrison. The Republic of China has capitulated, which I'm curious. Japan is doing well, but still being invaded. As soon as we take some of the pressure off Japan, such as securing the British Raj, we should be quite fine. And I think what I'm also going to do is I might as well take this entire fleet and merge them with the fleet down here. I believe his name was Sergei. Are we able to reach? No, I guess we are not. I could have swore I thought we could move as far as we wanted, but I guess that is not the case. So I guess once again, go back to search and destroy. Sea of Japan. We are going to go with the Beijing Strait. Bering Sea. Oh my goodness. And East Sea of China. Okay, we now have the ability to finally unlock more manpower. We have gone from extensive conscription to service by requirement. Our factory output is going to go down. Dockyard output and training time is going to go up. But we now have 9.15 million men. Oh my goodness, we are going to be fine for the rest of the game. We now have the ability to start sending over some of our new airplanes. Let us send over 1,000 fighters. Let us send over... Well, let's send over as many fighters as we can. I have so many to waste. And all of you, once you arrive, should be able to do as such. Air superiority, air superiority. And all of you are going to be heading here. And I believe that is exactly all I need to do. All of you can get quite a bit of strategic bombers. We don't need any interwar bombers. So let's finally destroy these. Could have swore it happened some time ago, but I guess not. Okay, now we have 207 planes. We are going to add all of our strategic bombers. We have so many naval bombers, it's ridiculous. Interwar fighters can all be destroyed. Fighter 1s, Hurricanes. We have pretty much everything you can think of. Now, of course, we want some strategic bombers. We have about 800 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We definitely want some powerful fighters. And I don't even know if we have any available, and it looks like we do not. So let us get some interwar fighters. And then with the rest... that should be enough. And then all of you... play on... We will crush the bourgeoisie dictatorship. And is it possible to shift... yes, select all, and then boom. Looks like a lot of these have negative 69%. They're all going to move into southern France, I believe. And close air support whenever possible. I expect a lot of these to be destroyed. Perfect, exactly what I wanted to see. Now, of course, go back to our default map mode. We should have a very massive air base here, and we do not. 1,800 planes. Perfect. See, we have so many interwar fighters that don't need to be here. I wish they would just get blown up, but I guess that's not going to happen. Okay, so select all of you. We are all in Western Germany. Air superiority. And that is exactly what I want to see. Adding more planes. And I guess we don't need to actually click the airbase itself. All we need to do is go into our air map mode. Click Northern France. And I was wrong. We need to click the air map mode. Westfalen and the Rhineland. Let us quickly pump out as many fighters as we can. We don't need... That's kind of ridiculous how we can't just use those fighters. We are looking for close air support. No. Could use quite a bit of naval bombers. Or, excuse me, strategic bombers. Assuming that we still have some. Boom. 600. All of you will move into northern France. And these are fighters, so we need to go here. And, of course, strategic bombing wherever possible. A lot of our planes could possibly move into this base as well. Adding wherever we can. Mostly as many naval bombers as possible. Probably two, let's go with 1,000, and then a lot of close air support. 1,000 as well. All of you are going to be moving into the North Sea. Very far away, negative 71%. Instead, we're going to move you here into the North Sea. Naval strikes and close... Actually, naval strikes and... naval strikes. I could have swore there was some sort of protect my fighter ability. All of you, looks like we have 1,100 planes, can move into the Baltic Sea. Protect whatever we can. And possibly add some additional units. So we have 1,100 out of 2,000. Let's bring all of these for another attempt, even though it's probably not going to work. $189. Select all, move you into the Baltics. Okay, we'll see if that works at all. There should be a very small airport up here. 400 planes, not much, but we're going to do our best to assist wherever possible. We have 4 fighters, so that means we have... Oh my goodness, did I do that the wrong way? 400 fighters, wherever they need to go. All of you... let's give you an ace. All of you into Northern Territory. It looks like we have negative 65% and airbase has insufficient supply, which means we need to produce some additional infrastructure. Whoa, not that much. We'll do something like that. And these refineries can move down. Oh, that's dumb. I gotta go like this. That's stupid. Stupid dumb. Alright, we'll let the game play on. We should have some extra free dockyards. We are losing steel. We finally have a surplus of rubber. But we have a free dockyard. Might as well start producing something that takes chromium, such as a battleship. Bring you all the way to the bottom. I'm surprised that most of our factories still aren't finished being repaired. We should have a few other air wings that need to be assigned. All 1,400 of you create new wings. Let us bring in some... I think all of our naval bombers are going to be utilized over in the West Coast, but we'll bring a few over for now. Let us bring... We can have up to 1,400, so we'll bring 700 planes down, move you into northern India. And once we click northern India, naval strike whatever possible. We are waiting on our Marines. Have they been produced? Recruit and deploy all the way to the bottom. They are missing infantry equipment. That doesn't make sense. We should have... Oh, that's why. We're missing actual weapons themselves. Well, are they being produced? They are not. You need to go to the very top. And we need to find something that isn't being... Oh my goodness. Let's do it like that. Use like this. And all we needed is oil, and it hasn't been here, so all of our factories haven't been producing anything. All of these that say none don't need to be like that. Construction has been completed, so once again, going to be moving into our armor. It's not 1945, but I think we're going to be getting engineer... maintenance company could be very nice, giving us a lot of reliability. We desperately need artillery, and we desperately need infantry equipment. We have 2 lines of infantry equipment, might as well produce a 3rd. Only because we are so far behind. Pax Americana. Spain has joined the Allies. Moving down to some fighters that aren't being produced. Let's go like that. You go like this. Legionary Romania, once again, upset that we are annexing. Creating another line of infantry equipment only because we are so far behind. And now we probably have too much, but that's fine. Joseph Stalin angered. We must rally behind the cause. Negative 201 steel. Oh my goodness. Let's go into our trade map mode. We really need oil. I hate to ask Romania. You know, they said no last time. And once again, they're going to say no. We need more steel. And our oil needs are only 141 now. There's really nobody we could get it from. Venezuela, Colombia. Once we declare war, we're going to certainly have a lot more. Looking at our logistics map mode, are we still losing infantry equipment? We are, but our production efficiency should be skyrocketing fairly soon. Moving down from negative 14.2 every day to positive 87.9. Negative 719. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Getting closer and closer to our war. With, I guess, the war to end all wars. Hopefully I don't get annihilated, but I'm going to try to help Japan as much as possible. And we are going to need some additional units going into our recruit and deploy. Most of these aren't being produced only because they lack infantry equipment. And all of you lack infantry equipment. All of you, I believe, lack infantry equipment. How much are we behind? Negative 74,000. 304 days. Well, as our production begins to pick up, we are going to get more and more efficiency. You can see here that we are at 32% efficiency right now. And fairly soon, we're going to also do a variety of extra upgrades. We're going to be upgrading our radar and our jet engines. Going to be giving us some very powerful jets. We're down 8.68 million manpower, even though we are not in a war right now. About 2 more months, is it, until we can declare war? 18th of November. About, 1.5 more months, and then we are going to have the war to end all wars. I'm hoping everybody is in the correct position. All of the allies are going to be called in. Let's go to our faction map mode. So, Greece, all of you I can handle. I can handle all of you. Wasn't sure about Denmark. I might need to send some troops that direction. All of you should be fine, especially our Swedish front. Let's send all of these 24 units to Denmark. Try to secure the strait. We are going to delete this order. All 24 of these units are going to be moving on down to Denmark, freeing up some supplies, creating a new front line, adding a new offensive line, and activate. I'm really hoping all of these units do their duty. I don't think you're going to move. You guys are going to stay. All of you need to activate your plans. Where are you 12? You 12 need to create a new front line here. Even though, who owns this territory? The British Raj? Possibly. They do. So all of you need to delete your order, create a new front line, and take whatever you can. A new offensive line this direction. These 6 units can also create a new front line here. Come to this front line. Create an offensive line. As such. What is happening? Alright, there we are. These 12 units are going to be pursuing whatever they can. These 7 are there. You 3 are my naval invasion marines, and these 4 are my actual marines. These 24 are going to be hopefully annihilating these troops. Looks like they're going to move back to the front line, unfortunately. About 1 more month until the November the 18th, the war to end all wars. Our garrisons are going to be doing quite well, I suppose. Actually, none of our garrisons need to be here at all. Probably going to need to get ready for our war. Move on into Romania and Greece. And Rome. And I don't even see any actual units here in France. Canceled their non-aggression pact. Norway has canceled as well. Unassigned divisions. Very soon we should have about 12 up and ready to go. I was wrong. We do not. Is it possible to deploy all of these at once? That's fine. You don't need equipment. I'm going to create a new division. Bring all of you up. And assist with the invasion of France. Creating a general. A new front line into Luxembourg. And then an offensive line as such. Where are... Oh yeah, all of our fast mobility-based armies. Our tanks should actually be here. We could move you into the Turkey and Iran group. Did all of you arrive? I believe you did. 13 and 13. Getting closer and closer to November the 18th. And do we have any extra ships? We have 7 extra ships that can finally be put to good use. Gonna be consolidating all of our fleets, whatever are left. Looks like we have another ship here. Is this a battleship? It is. We have a variety of other ships that need to be put up as well. Let us hold. Consolidate these troops. I think. Oh my goodness, I can't even count months either. We have until November the 18th, which is not this month, but next month. Anti-capitalistic diplomacy. Manage occupied territories, which we don't have any as far as I'm concerned. No national focus. I could move into expand the Red Fleet, giving me naval experience and dockyards, which I believe I will. Let me also start to unlock better artillery. 76 days until completed. Insufficient resources once again. How is our construction map mode coming? It's going well, but it could be going better. Looking at our trade map mode, we finally have a surplus of rubber, but we do still need more oil. Recon companies are doing well. We are now going to also upgrade. We don't need any extra manpower. It's not the year 1945, but we could begin pumping out some better tanks, and we probably will. Get a head start with our production. Looking at our logistics map mode, we are down negative 92,000 infantry equipment. Oh my goodness. We might even need some additional, military factories pumping those out. Oh, you know what? We finally have jet engines as well. Going into our air map mode. Is it possible to research this? It is not. We're so far away. Not available till 1945, so this means we need some better fighters. The Yak 3. Looking at our production map mode, I'm curious as to how many fighters we're actually producing. 4 every day. Could have swore it was more. Let's get rid of all of our naval capacities. Yep, most of these aren't being utilized. Primarily because we need a lot more, oil. Which we are soon to have. We'll do something like this. And in one more month, we should be able to declare war. I really just want to speed this up as much as possible. Military access request, I don't think so. Free naval dockyards, might as well pump out a battleship. Somewhere. Probably at the very bottom. And once again, we need more oil and we need more steel. We need 221 steel. So I think we are going to cut the battleship for now. Is there anything that we can produce that doesn't really require steel? Everything here requires steel, even convoys. I think we're going to save our, our steel for the time being. You know, we could stop producing so many battleships, maybe try to save some steel by, instead of producing battleships, possibly producing destroyers. Though it doesn't really cost that much less steel. This requires only 2 steel, though they haven't been improved in a very long time. Alpine region, low in supply, Western Germany, and Iran. We must rally behind the cause. You'd be surprised how many times I've gotten those. It's kind of ridiculous. So what we need the most right now is going to be steel. So as soon as we finish up our last battleship, I think what we're going to do is make this a 1. As soon as we're done, we're going to have a lot of extra steel. But we need it all, though. That's our issue. And I think that's actually, well, I don't even know. We have the chromium, and I wanted to put it to good use. I'll have 1 more battleship, 1 more carrier, and we'll reevaluate what we need at the end. Free dockyards, gonna have to ignore that. Of course, we could trade, but I don't think we're gonna do that either. Eight more days until our invasion of Legionary Romania, giving us quite an abundance of extra oil. And also, we have to ensure that all of our invasions are a go. We lack sufficient naval superiority in this region, so let us go ahead and begin search and destroy in the Mediterranean Sea. We have a battleship, 2 heavy cruisers, and a regular cruiser. All of you need to consolidate. You have a pretty massive fleet here as well. Let us search and destroy in the Adriatic, Tyrrhenian. And I would like to do the Western Mediterranean, but that is not possible. You know, I wonder, it probably is possible if I upgraded my, you know, my naval planning. Where is that? My naval doctrines, I should say. 4 days until we have better maintenance companies. %99.1% finished. Okay, what else can we drastically improve? I would like to get engineering companies, but we are in industry. Nothing we can really get. We could get better rockets, but I don't think we need that either. Better decryption could be nice. Let us improve our naval doctrines. Getting us... This is going to take a very long time, but it's going to be giving us some better sub-detection. Okay, past the 18th of November, I'm going to slow the game down, put a cut in here, and in our next episode, I'm going to be declaring war, and possibly bringing in all of the allies and the United States, Great Britain, and France. It could possibly be the death of me. But thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you in our next adventure.